So today we're going through lesson 9.2 translations on page 352. So translations are literally known as the slide. So on a coordinate plane or a Cartesian plane, we have the pre-image, which is the image before any motion has happened, to the image afterwards, which is normally has like the coordinate with a little mark after it. That means it is the pre-image copied in a different location. And this is what's known as a translation. They literally just slid the image, the pre-image, down over and over to. So this one might be known as, give me 1 second to get my things. If I am to look at B to the pre-image B to the image B, you want to see how far it goes down and then how many it goes over. So this one, it might look like X, Y as your order pair turns into X, how far it goes over. So it went over 1, 2. So 2 plus X, or X plus 2. And then Y take away 3. So X, you literally just add to it. So this one, for B, the pre-image started at -1, 1, and then your image, after it's been moved, started at 1, -2. Looking at this, -1 plus 2 equals 1. Y take away 3, so 1 take away 3 equals -2. So you just move your image to your pre-image to its new image location. In this case, your image moved up. So your Y is going to be positive instead of negative. This one has a negative number because your Y moved down. And then your X in this case is moving left. So your X is going to turn into a negative and your Y is going to be positive. So this would turn into, let me put it down here, your order pair, so your pre-image pair of XY turns into X take away, how many did it go over? 1, 2, 3. It also tells us 3. So X take away 3 and Y plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So in the case of our pre-image S, our pre-image S was -1, +4. So -1 as your X, +4 as your Y. And then our image S turned into a -4, +2. And if we checked, so -1 take away -3 equals a -4. 4, oh, this was a -4. It's like, that's not right. -4 plus 6 equals a +2. Let's practice over here. So let's go with these. We have the XY turns into the pre-image of x take away 3, and y plus 1. So let's do this for pre-image of D. So D started at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's -5 because we're moving left on our coordinate plane. So it starts at -5 and then +6. Whoops. I'll just scribble out that little thing. Now we're going to do the image D. So we have -5 take away 3. Well, you lose $5, you lose 3 more, you are down -$8. So -8. And then we have y plus 1. So in this case, we have 6 plus 1, which is 7. Because I am just plugging in these numbers for x and y. My first number is always x because x comes before y. My second number is y. So then our new coordinate location is -8, +7. So we go over -8 and +7. Oh, beautiful. I put some of my work in it. And that is D. Another thing you could do is from your coordinate, if we know A is our pre-image and we want to make an image, we just follow the rules. So x take away 3. So x we know is this line. So we are moving back 3 spots. So from A we move back 1, 2, 3 to that location. And then we know y plus 1. Well, y is this line. Plus would be up 1. So it turns into that location for A. And then if we check it, A's new location for the image is -1, +5. Well, I can check that. So I'm going to throw -1 in for x. So -1, or excuse me, I'm going to throw in its original coordinates. So 2 for x, because its original plot was at 2, 4. So 2 take away 3 equals -1. And then 4, I'm going to throw in for y. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So we can double check our image's coordinate order pair by our pre-image order pair thrown into this equation. If you have questions on these, please let me know. We're going to move on to how to tell what we did. So in this one, we have the pre-image is blue. The image that we're going to write up here is red. So we know for like A. Let's check out A's pre-image. Pre-image spot, we have -3 as our x-axis, +1 for our y. And then we move that in our image to be a -2 and a +6. So we have to decide what is the difference between our pre-image and our image. Well, in this case, we have x, and all we did was go over 1. Now, it looks, since it's negative, you might think, oh, x take away 1. However, we are moving Whoopsie, that's not a very straight line because this is hard to do through a camera. We are moving right, which means we are actually going in a positive direction. Since it is a positive direction and we're going right one, it is a +1. And then our y-axis is also going up, so we know that's also a plus. And so we went from 1 to 6, so that should be a +6, or +1, excuse me, or +5. So all we have to do is count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went up 5 times. So it turns it into our order pair of x, y for our pre-image to our image x + 1. So x + 1 and y + 5. Let's do this over here too. Now this time, this one we had a positive location or translation. This time we're having a negative translation because it is both going down and to the left. Down and to the left is negative. Up and to the right is positive. So if we're negative, I'm going to just automatically put 2 minus signs because I know they're both going to be minus. And we have Q right here and Q right here. Let's check to see how many it went over negatively. So it went over this many blocks, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we went over -5 spots. And then we go down 1, 2, so we go down -2 spots. So it literally just turns into an x - 5 and a y take away 2. That is all you're doing on your assignment. For some of these, you will need some graph paper. If you don't have any graph paper, just make coordinate plane yourself and then tally it. I know it won't be perfect, but that's all right. Or another option you could do is use the graph paper here and then just send me the numbers on those other graph paper. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.